Mute off.
Hello, lacrosse fans. Welcome inside the Innisfail Twin Arena, where it is a game night for your Mountainview Mavericks. A big game night at that. It's a Central Division opponent here in the Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League Junior B Tier 1 portion of it, of course, and it's a lovely Friday night here. Plenty of folks on hand. My name is Barrett Van Klooster. I am joined today by Dawson Mailer, and we are excited for a big one tonight, Dawson, as we get ourselves between the Mavs and the Rampage.
Absolutely, it should be a barn burner tonight. It should be the fast 60-minute game everyone's looking for, and hopefully everyone bragging rights in a sense. Some guys teammates in school, and just overall guys play together younger, but you never want to lose to this team, and tonight's the first of I think 4 matchups, so to get one early against these guys would be great.
Yeah, and of course, we'll talk about that a little bit. Of course, it's an interesting part of the RMLL is the draft, and you guys play with each other growing up a lot of the times. How does that work when it comes to the age where you're a junior player and it's time to move on?
Well, not really junior players moving on, but for the draft, a lot of midget A players. If you're really good coming out of the Central Division, you'll go play A in Red Deer, and that's where you'll initially meet these guys. And then on top of that, playing against them, you get to learn them. You're pretty close. And then once you graduate junior, you really don't play with these guys anymore.
Well, here come the Rampage. They're making their way out onto the floor right now. And we will show that to you, of course, as we have a new cameraman up here. I guess we're going to show the Mavericks making their way out, so we will step aside and make sure you can see that. We're up here in the Mavericks broadcast booth. A good night here at the Innisfail Twin Arena as well. An emotional game, a rivalry game here at the Innisfail Twin Arena, and it should be a great one, Dawson. I mean, this one always gets the juices fired. You got to think, what's going to be key to Mavericks' success tonight?
Definitely staying out of the penalty box. These guys will feed and bleed out your team, making you take dumb penalties. So, of course, if you can stay out of the box, keep a level head, and just smile and wave as you go by, you should have no problem contending with 60 minutes for these guys.
Absolutely, and the Mavericks picking up a couple of wins last weekend as well. The first 2 wins of the season, improving to 2-1-1. The Rampage will enter tonight's action in 2-1 on the season. They played 1 game fewer than the Mavericks have so far, so it's 2 teams that are evenly matched in the standings as well, and the Mavericks, they want to find themselves in the playoffs, so this is one, like you say, Dawson, that they're going to want to have early on.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't really see it too many times in the North Division or the South Division. They kind of have a stacked team or a team that's more dominant, but in the Central, you find yourself in these close matches with the Chill, Rampage, and of course the Tips, and any 3 of those teams really could be a playoff contender. Just looking at them right now, I shouldn't say both teams, all teams right now are looking really good in the Central, and to squeeze another Central Division win here would be perfect for the Mavericks.
Yeah, Dawson, you mentioned those Rocky View Silver Tips. That was the last matchup for the Red Deer Rampage. That was a loss for them as well. 5-2, a very low-scoring game there. That one was played in Calgary as well. And then, of course, meanwhile, for the Mountainview Mavericks coming off back-to-back victories, the latest last Saturday in Fort Saskatchewan over the Rebels. We'll take a quick pause for O Canada here at the Twin Arena. Back with Face-Off after this.
Mute on. Mute off.
And we are back inside the Innisfil Twin Arena where we are getting set for things here. It should be a great matchup between the Mountainview Mavericks and the Red Deer Rampage. It is Mayor Vic Booster joined ringside by Dawson Mailer. It should be a fantastic game again. The Red Deer Rampage, big arch rivals, I would say, of the Mountainview Mavericks. And again, it's an emotional game. Lots of these players will know each other, as Dawson talked about in the pregame there. So it's just another game to prove it if you're one of these guys out there looking to send a message to the rest of the league.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game, and we're already starting off with the opposite sides, you guys talking to each other. You're not going to be friends once that whistle blows, but for now we can laugh and share.
The Rampage are in their road whites. It's the Mavericks in their home darks, and we are getting set for things here at the center of the floor. It is Jordy Benko, I beg your pardon, that's Ryder Iston, who digs into this face-off as he often does, and this time he'll lose it. And it's going to be the Rampage who start off, but Istitz comes back. A big check here. Now a chance for the Rampage right away. Good defense being shown here by Edmondson. He'll beat the ball away. Now it's up to the Mavericks to try to gather and get it out. Swan has gobbled up the ball. The Mavericks have it now in transition. Up the floor they go. Something that really worked for them last week. Jordy Benko dishes off. Here's Gardner. Gardner doesn't like what he sees. He'll hand it off. Riley Benko. Benko now around the world they go. It comes back to Riley Benko. Down low, right wing side, Gardner winds, doesn't like his shot angle, now hands it off. Here's Steele, down low he goes, setting up Hildebrandt, making his debut. Mavericks looking for a desperation shot as the clock is about to expire, and the Mavericks will end up turning this one over. Here's the Rampage, who will start up with it. Rampage at 2-1 as they start the season, leading scorer Isaac Tisdale. In possession now in the offensive zone. Shot clock's down right now, so we'll see if we get that fired back up. Meanwhile, Rampage still in possession. They wind, they fire. That one is blocked before it gets to the Mavericks' goal. Quickly gathered up, and now up the floor come the Mavericks. Brendan Harnick turns off a couple of checks. Nice swim move into the middle of the floor. Gets himself a little bit of space. A bank pass over. And Shad now. In action is Gardner, who takes over. Gardner dishes off. Now it's Hildebrandt. Fakes the shot. Takes a step inside. Doesn't have an angle. Now will try to turn around his man. And will cradle into the corner. Mavericks looking to move the ball around, but the Rampage get in front of that. Now look to find a loose ball out of their own zone. It's quickly found by the goaltender. And they will hang on to it here as the Rampage gets started out. Carson Wells will make the start tonight for Red Deer. I beg your pardon, it's not going to be Carson Wells. Dawson, who is it between the pipes? Can you let us know?
It's Dylan Doswell, and not that he's a backup, but Carson Wells is so stellar, you can't sit him. But do you think it's a tactic by them to think that they're better than the Mavericks?
That's an interesting one. We'll see what it turns out to be. For now, we've got a whistle down there. Referees have indicated something. We'll find out exactly what here. Might be an illegal change coming up. What do you think here, Dawson?
I'm thinking it's an illegal change here just by the hand gesture of the ref, but I am not aware of.
Trying to figure out what exactly is happening right now.
Just a clock error by the looks of it.
So as I mentioned, that shot clock was down earlier. It's now back up and functional, and the shot clock was down the shot clock count. The shot count clock was down as well as the shot clock counter. That's pretty difficult to figure out here. That's for sure, at least from my perspective. Meanwhile, the Mavericks have it. They fire one on. That's an excellent-looking opportunity there from Hayden Sutherland. On the rebound, Mavericks looking for it on the left wing side. Will dig it out, but not in time to get a real shot off. Sutherland will have it now. Referees are indicating it is Mavericks' ball, so Sutherland continues the offensive possession. Dishes off for Benchon. Now right wing side. Mavericks dish it off. Here's Gardner. He'll hand it off. Steele in the battle now. He'll drop it. Batting at that ball is Benko. He won't connect quickly. Here's an opportunity for the Rampage the other way. One-on-one, and Swan makes an excellent save. Great positioning there by the Mavericks goaltender. Now out of his own zone, Riley Benko in a little bit of trouble. Feeling the pressure here as the Rampage are looking for it in the offensive zone, and they've turned the ball over there. Dawson, explain that one to us. How does that end up in Red Deer possession?
It's just the 8-second rule. They bobbled it in front of the net, put it in the corner. You got to get that up and out as quick as possible.
It's a new change here in the RMLL. 8-second rule to get it over half. It creates a lot of offense, as you saw there. Red Deer gets one shot off. Swan fights it off, and in transition, Hildebrandt will turn it over. It's Red Deer ball. Out of the right side. A good battle there as Admison gets involved and he's one possession back. Admison, a big performance in our last broadcast here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. Here come the Mavericks now, working their way up to high class. Class has got it, shakes off a check. He's got a little bit of room, bobbles it, however, and the Rampage will turn it up the floor. Away they go. Good opportunity here. Setting up now. Scott, he gets hammered there into the corner. That was a heavy hitting play there from the Mavericks. Jack Walton felt all of that one, but the Rampage will hold on to it. Here comes Dozzle. Dozzle has it, looks to use the Mavericks player as a screen here. Class set him up. Now to the outside they come. Here's Tisdale, winds, fires. That one is blocked and deflected wide. Red Deer gathers first. Doswell takes it to the paint, and that's a good save by Swan. Drake May's got it. He'll shoot it up the floor, looking to spring a man there in Riley Lodemeyer. Lodemeyer can't get to the bouncing ball. Up against the end wall, he will eventually gather. Now Lodemeyer turns away, makes a nice dish out for Hildebrand. Hildebrand slows things down, and the Mavericks get a change. We're approaching the 5-minute mark here of the first. Hildebrand's got it again. Top of the arc. Fires one on. A nice low hard shot. Resets the shot clock. Mavericks gather first with Benko. Leaves it for Benchon. Now off to Hildebrand. Back to Benko. Benko's got it. Awaits a change. Landon Sigvason in possession.
That's a Ryder Bowman tonight.
Beaumont.
His jersey didn't make the cut tonight.
Oh, is that how that happened? I was wondering. It looks a little bigger this time around. Nonetheless, Beaumont is out there. Hildebrand's in possession. Mavs have 5 seconds on the shot clock. They send one fly. That one does hit the goaltender and ends up in a Mavericks possession. Mavs offense has to stay out there. Hildebrand is gassed at the end of his shift, but Sutherland fresh over the boards. He'll have it first. Steal. Dishes over now, and Sean Sutherland has it. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He fires a shoulder save, and a good one at that by Red Deer Dawson.
Yeah, this is that time where the defense is going to get weared out. Offenses just have to shoot the ball at this point. I mean, every guy's gassed out there.
Here come the Mavericks looking for more. It was Luke Hildebrand. That time is denied, and the goaltender will elect to play it out here smoothly.
That's exactly where I talk about like using that full 30 seconds. You just controlled that, and you wasted 5 minutes off the clock probably getting there and back, there and back.
Here come the Rampage in a possession of their own. They look to feather it towards the hard area here. The Mavericks certainly making it tough to do so. A good battle there, but the Mavericks are going to come away with the ball first. Turned up quickly. Here's Tisdale with an opportunity. Leading scorer for the Rampage has it, and he's got it for his team in possession now. Looking to set up the offense and slow things down here is Red Deer. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Dishing it all around. Here's Tisdale. Moves his way inside, and Swan is there to shut the door. Back the other way. Here comes Admison. Admison's got it right-hand side of things. Dishes away. Oh, he's turned the ball over. Back the other way. Here's an opportunity. Doswell will take it. He's denied by Swan. Nice save there from the Mavericks goaltender. Up the floor they come. It's the Mavericks looking to set things up here. In possession, looking for Sutherland. The setup man in offense. 20 seconds on the shot clock to work with. Benchon has it. Benchon goes cross floor. That's a nice feed. Benko out for Class. Sticking around his checker. Class now over to Benchon, whose shot is wide. Ricochets all the way back over the line, and that'll be turned up. Swan will have to leave it a good chance for Red Deer to make something out of this. Now we've got some pushing and shoving, and we've got a Donnybrook here around the center of the floor. Hayden Sutherland teeing off for the Mavericks.
Corbin Ray's teeing it off on the Rampage side.
Couple of heavy rights involved here.
This is going to be a good scrum because Corbin's a great D guy and Hayden's a great O guy. You're taking one great guy off each team there.
And eventually cooler heads will prevail here, but Sutherland certainly getting a couple in. The Mavericks are fired up, and so too is the home crowd. What does that do for your bench, Dawson? That's got to get the guys fired up.
It really does, but that's what that Rampage team feeds off of, and you don't want to play in that game because Hayden is a great O guy, and Corbin Ray's getting praised because he just took a great O guy from the Mavs bench there, and that's not what you want to see from the Mavs, but I mean, it's going to get us juiced for sure. Like, I mean, this game just got ramped up so much more.
Yeah, there's certainly a different fire to this game now. It's a rivalry game between the Mavericks and the Red Deer Rampage. You said that was Corbin Ray?
Yeah, Corbin Ray's a veteran D guy, very hard, like, hitting. He plays a great role for them. He guides that defense, so it's great to see him out, but you don't want to lose Hayden Sutherland in the process.
And Sutherland, it looks like he's going to have to go off for repairs at the very least here. So take us through it. What happens when you fight here in the RMLL? Is there any ramifications? Is there a certain amount that you can go per year? Let's take us through the fighting rules here in the league.
Well, the rules have changed, but the one rule I do know is you get 5 fights a season, whether it's in Tier 1, Tier 2, or Junior A. So once you reach that 5 games, the next fight, you're done, you're out of the league. And if you try to attempt to injure somebody, it's a $100 fine. But fighting tonight, I think they get the gate for the period, if I'm not mistaken. And if not, they just get it for today's game, and next game they'll be back.
Yeah, well, like you say, that could be a potentially big loss for the Mountainview Mavericks. Their number one man on offense, without a doubt, is Hayden Sutherland. And already in this game, he's had a couple of decent looks. So we'll see how the Mavericks can cope with that. But meanwhile, we resume at full strength. The Rampage do have possession as they work their way into the offensive zone immediately, but a good work to recover there by the Mavs. Up the floor, they attempt to come. Brandon Harnick's racing after the ball in the offensive zone. Eats a little bit of a check there. Could have been a dangerous looking play, but Harnick comes away. He's still looking for the loose ball on the ground. Shot clock down to 10, and it's going to be the Rampage who find it first.
Yeah, now it's a new 30 for the Rampage. They look to break it down and just settle it and get an inside look, because that's what they're looking for tonight.
Here they come, methodically approaching that arc. Now whip it around for Tisdale. Tisdale takes a step around his man on the backhand. Can't quite feed it towards where he wanted it to go, but the Rampage will hold on. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Gonna have to let fly. They do, and they score. It's Red Deer 1. It's Mavericks nothing.
That's a great shot from Riley Doswell there. He's going to let me hear it here. And that's all they're looking for, is to get that low, drag the defenders down. He's a shooter. They're going to give it to him. And he just capitalizes on a great shot. I'm not going to praise him too much, though, so I'll leave it at that.
That's Doswell's 3rd of the season as well, so certainly one of those guys on the offensive side of the ball. He's had a couple of looks already as well. You know, he wants to show you up here a little bit.
Yeah, he wants to let me hear it all night for sure. And nobody needs to know this, but we got money on this game.
I don't think there's any Pete Rose rule with that or anything. I think we're okay as broadcasters to lay money on the game. I'm not sure about that.
A little more than bragging rights between me and that guy.
There you go. Well, Doswell's got 1 on you. He's got 1 of the Mavericks. It's 1-0 Red Deer. And Red Deer right back in possession as well. They've got it. They fire one on quickly. Good looking opportunity there as they'll look to regroup. Even strength lacrosse here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. 1-0 Red Deers. We've just about got to the 11-minute mark here. Red Deer has possession once again, whipping it around the circle, looking to set up some offense here. Couchman fires. Not sure if Swan got a piece of that or not. Doesn't look like he did. The shot clock remains ticking down. 10 seconds now. Couchman's got it again. He'll hand off. This time a shot from the corner is easily handled by Swan, who's got an opportunity to transition. Just couldn't connect there quickly enough with Brendan Harnick. Harnick's in the battle, looking for it. Popped out of his cradle, and it's a turnover. Rampage have it.
Yeah, I really don't think that was a turnover. I think it was forced on by Red Deer's player there, but regardless, I ain't a ref. I'm not going to hold it to him.
Swan holds the ball here as we get a whistle. Looks like the Rampage are going to get a whistle. They're going to head to the sin bin.
Yeah, it's just that Riley Doswell, he's a goon, you know. Scores and thinks he owns the world by the looks of it. 2 minutes for slashing, and you just got to control that stick a little better.
Well, here's an opportunity for the Mavericks on the power play. First one of the game as well.
Yeah, we're going to look to see 77 get the ball here. Just an outside shot, just like that, except it was Bowman that time. I want to see Luke Hildebrandt really play an effect into this power play.
Here is Luke Hildebrandt in possession. He'll dish it off and shout. Now back to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt's got it. Holds on, fires into the left corner. Back up for Hildebrandt. Holds, fires one on. That one is fought off by the goaltender. That was a decent looking save.
Yeah, he's going to make that goalie struggle all night, and I think he played with him in the early ages, so he's probably got his number, hopefully.
Hildebrand to Panchon playing back and forth here. Now they elect to go right side. Panchon left side for Hildebrand, who fires and scores. Luke Hildebrand, welcome back. It's 1-1.
Yeah, it's him and Pinchot playing pass, and then as well as you got the screen coming in, is perfect screen. Hildebrand cuts across, buries that one, far side hip, just right at the hip.
Great finish there for Hildebrand, who's back in the Mavericks lineup and back contributing as well. That's exactly what the Mavericks brass will like to see. What a tally that was. Hildebrand will get credit for it. Will stand as a power play goal as well. Trying to figure something out here on the floor here, Dawson. Can you take us through what's going on out there?
I think it's just a clock mishap.
Luke Hildebrand will in fact get credit for his first of the season, and he's got the Mavericks back into this emotional game here. It's a rivalry night between the Mountainview Mavericks and the Red Deer Rampage, of course. Face-off won by Istins. He's got it back to Harnick. Harnick now will dish out. Down low, it's Istins who has to carry it out. Couldn't quite get it over the line in time, however, so has to cough it up to the Rampage.
Yeah, that's a Luke Hildebrand power play goal, assisted by Pinchot and number 7, which I think we do not have.
Yeah, we don't have a number 7 on our roster, so could be anyone's guess, Dawson.
I think they made me Bowman with 17. I could be mistaken though, because he was the guy setting the pick.
There we go. And meanwhile, it's the Rampage in possession, the offensive zone, looking to regain the lead after going up 1-0. Tisdale's in a real battle. That's the leading scorer for Red Deer in a real pushing match with Adamson. And then Tisdale hits a healthy cross-check back. Now goes after another Mavericks player in the corner there. Tisdale real fired up tonight. You can tell he's emotional tonight. Meanwhile, back at the center of the floor here is Doswell. Can't hang on to that one. Doswell, I beg your pardon. Meanwhile, Hildebrand, goal scorer for the Mavericks, away to the races. Right-hand side, makes one move around his net, moves his way in, and he scores! Luke Hildebrand, he's got 2, and the Mavericks are up 2-1.
It's a great transition by the Mavs. It actually didn't start out too hot, but they flicked it down. Then Red Deer turned it back over, fortunately. Luke Hildebrand takes that down, and he's on his offhand, if you noticed, and he twists his body and just manipulates that stick and just feathers it in the far side.
Great display of his athleticism right there, and a great display of what he can bring towards this Mavericks lineup. It's good news all around right now for the Mavs, who find themselves up 2-1. 9:15 to go here in the first. Ryder Istis goes back to work here at the center dot. Battle for it all around. Rampage find it first. Into the zone they go, and crashing into Swan they go as well. That'll draw some attention from Lodemeyer.
The ref gets one. He's getting handsy.
Referee's getting involved now. Oh, and the Red Deer Rampage are going to get one extra one for good measure. Number 19's getting a whole bunch.
Spencer Nygaard gets the boot here tonight after 2 misconducts. I don't know how you're going to situate this. I think that's 2 10-minute penalties. That's got to be 2 guys serving it on top of the initial penalty. So 3-man down, I have no idea. And obviously I woke up this morning, wanted to be in this game. Now I want to jump over there and just put my equipment back on just for fun. This is going to be a great game. Power play after power play after power play.
It certainly does have that feel, that's for sure. It feels like it's going to be a long one here at the Innisfil Twin Arena, especially if you're a man in this zebra outfit tonight. It's not an easy task.
Yeah, we said we weren't going to shout him out at the start, but I think Niemeyer had the play of the game there.
I think that's hard to argue. It's one of the best around, there's no doubt about it, but yeah, getting himself involved out there, that's what you like to see.
Athleticism out of the refs. That's why they were warming up.
That's why they warm up, that's why they stretch. For big moments just like that. And right now they've got the warpad out and they're leveling the information here to the timekeepers, who no doubt are also about to be very busy. Meanwhile, though, how about the performance from Luke Hildebrand here? We've played just over 10 minutes now, approaching 11 minutes played. He's got 2 goals in his first 11 minutes back with the team.
Yeah, the ball belongs in his stick, whether it's passing or shooting. He makes it count. I mean, there are times where he gets lost there in a sense, but I think he's found his groove here right off the rip, and I hope he just continues to climb and just keep shooting, because right now it's going. So
it's obviously working for him right now, and he wants to get back to work right away as well. I think the Rampage are going to basically admit that they're going short-handed here, as the Mavericks have 5, Rampage have 4.
Yeah, I think
7 minutes on the board. Am I reading that correctly?
Yeah, I think the Rampage definitely have to be man down in this situation. You can't run the goalie and then fight the ref.
Wow. I'll have to argue the fighting the ref part, but wrestling the ref. Yeah, there's something to be said for that. Alrighty, folks, we're ready to get back at it here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. So too are the Mavs faithful. And a great crowd on hand as well, Dawson. This has got to give the guys an extra boost as well.
Yeah, having a home game is one thing, but having a home barn filled is just brings you to a whole new level. Each pass, each hit, each goal, it brings it to a new level, obviously, and they're going to let us hear it all night and hopefully all year long.
Mavericks power play goes back to work now after Luke Hildebrand has successfully scored. He'll lug it down the field, and he takes a quick shot there. That one is denied. Back the other way, coming to Rampage now in transition. We'll have an opportunity up the floor themselves.
Yeah, I think he just tried to get quick with it and hope that the goaltender wasn't prepared for a quick shot, and obviously it just went right into the stick.
Do what you gotta do, and this time he digs it away and away to the races. Here's Luke Hildebrand. One-on-one, he scores! Luke Hildebrand's got a hat trick, a natural hat trick, and it's 3-1 Mavericks.
Yeah, he's letting every guy on the Rampage bench hear that, and I don't even know the stats here tonight, but 3 goals in the first period. It's going to be a hot one for him tonight.
That's unbelievable stuff. What a fantastic start it is for Luke Hildebrand. An immediate contribution to this Mavericks lineup, and we continue 5-on-4. The Mavericks will have more opportunity here on the power play after the first 29 seconds elapsed, and Luke Hildebrand with his second power play goal tonight.
I don't know about your opinion on this, but are you pulling the goalie here, or are you sticking with him?
Yeah, you might want to think about it at this point. As you mentioned, star player is in between the pipes and not starting tonight for the Rampage. I'm Carson Wells.
This could be a whole different game, I think, if Wells is in net. Not that Doswell hasn't done good, but I think it could be a different game.
Admison gets held up in the neutral zone. That's going to result in a turnover. Rampage are going to have it here. Red Deer move their way in. Doswell's got it. Bit of a one-on-one scenario. Stares down his man and peels away. Now they'll slow things down, will Red Deer, as they wind it down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Setting up now on the left-hand side. Doswell still in possession. Gonna need a shot here. Here comes Doswell racing, and he scores. What a move. Red Deer answers back. It's now 3-2.
He lets me hear it once more. I hope that's his last tonight, but they were on the penalty kill there, ragging it, wasting as much time as they could, and then I don't know if it was a relapse on defense or if it was just a breakdown, but they let him slide through there, and he just puts it far side. I want to say it's a good goal, but I just can't give that to him just yet.
A bit of a breakdown there for the Mavs collectively, I would argue, is just kind of fell asleep, it would appear, on the power play. They get one to go, and they give one up as well. It's the wash, as they say, and it's a 3-2 game. Drake May's got it. Picks it up around center floor. Now we'll dish off into the corner. Looks to set up his man. Up top, it's Riley Benko. Benko's got it. Now Penchon. Penchon dishes over. Hildebrand back to Penchon. Hildebrand. Down low he'll go. Baumung looking for the tap play there. Couldn't quite find it back door. Now it's a loose ball out there. Both sides looking for it. And a healthy hit on Riley Benko results in a turnover. 7:20 to go.
Just a loose ball push turns that ball over.
Baumung. Hildebrand. Back to Hildebrand, now Baumung. Over he goes. Penchon for Hildebrand. Back to Penchon, now Hildebrand. Baumung for Penchad. Here's Hildebrandt. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Penchad fires. He misses the target. Scramble for it. Red Deer will get there, and they have it. Away to the races they go. A nice run up the floor here, but looking to peel away as much time as possible are the Rampage in Parker Sola. Sola still in the battle. Riley Lodemeyer's looking for it. Rampage have it again. Offensive player looking to set things up here. Out to the outside is Simpson. Turns the ball up there. It's the Mavericks who find it first.
Boy, I know everybody.
Here come the Mavericks with Gardner in the offensive zone. Up top, here's Penchad. Steal for Penchad. Now across, here's Baumann. Penchad. Steal. Liam Steele's got it. Penchad now. Over he goes, looking for Lodemeyer. I beg your pardon, that was Benko who let that one slide. Now back the other way. Here come the Rampage. Up the floor they go. Nice rush up for Saint-Germain. He'll dish off. Oswell. Couple of goals tonight already. Oswell looks to swim through the checkers there. He can't quite do so. He'll have to turn up and think again. This time we'll get around 3 Mavericks players. Here's Oswell who moves his way in. He's backed off the ball this time. Good defense there by the Mavs. They've won possession as well.
So yeah, just to break down that play there, he ran through the crease and you can't do that. Then he got the ball back. It just gives the player an advantage, just in case anybody didn't see that call.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout call here by the Mavericks as well. Just want to slow things down here as you can feel momentum starting to turn back to Red Deer, Dawson.
Yeah, they're going to use this timeout, I think, because they still have the power play and momentum hasn't been on their side. It looked like a breakdown on the power play. And then Rampage's PK is doing quite well, actually. But I don't want to praise him too much. Hopefully in this timeout, Mavericks regroup, settle them nerves, and just come out firing on all cylinders again.
Well, they're going to need to here as the Mavericks find themselves in a 3-2 ball game. All 3 goals courtesy of Luke Hildebrandt, who makes his return to the Mavs lineup this weekend as well.
Yeah, it's great to have him back. Obviously, he's making an immediate impact. It's hard to deny that. And hopefully it just keeps rolling from here. I want to see him to get 4, 5, 6 maybe. I don't know. The sky's the limit with that man.
It certainly is on the table after a first period natural hat trick, and we've still got 5 minutes and 34 seconds to go here in this first. We've seen it all so far. Power plays, fights, goals. And now we'll see Luke Hildebrandt in possession again. He'll dish off right away this time for Baumann. Across the floor they go. Looking to set up some offense here are the Mavs. Benko. Pass nearly picked off there, but now Hildebrandt's got it. He'll fire. That one's tough to handle, but eventually goaltender will settle down. Away they come. Rampage look to send one up the field right away, but this time it's turned over by the goaltender, so Mavericks will get a free possession out of that. Here comes Hildebrandt.
Yeah, he just looks to get that ball over the 8 seconds. It didn't look like he had an outlet, so he threw it down.
Better than getting hemmed in your own zone. But meanwhile, here come the Mavericks. Meanwhile, it's Penchad who gets an excellent opportunity. What a chance that was. Some nifty-looking lacrosse. Back up the floor. Here come the Rampage. A one-on-one. Good defense there by Harnick to box them outside. Lodemeyer now looks to finish the job. In comes Drake May as well, but they've drawn a call, has Red Deer. Delayed call coming against the Mavericks. Rampage fighting for possession to keep this alive. And they'll do so. Forced to the outside here by Drake May. Now moving away inside. It's Tisdale now in possession. Tisdale down the last 3 seconds. Over the shoulder. Backhand shot now down low. But inside the blue paint, rather inside the crease, I should say. And that is going to draw the whistle, and we'll have the call here as well. What's it going to be here, Dawson?
2 minutes for holding the Lodemeyer. I honestly thought he hit him up high, but he's giving him a 2 minute for hold.
Holding is the call with 4:07 remaining here in this first period.
And this is what you don't want to see from the Mavericks, because now they're technically even strength, but after 30 seconds they're man down and they're back to that Rampage game where they're just sitting in the box.
Quickly want to thank some of our great sponsors. They include Triple Point Chemical Incorporation, TNT Customs, Davida Energy Services, Wellworks Energy Services, Pure Chem Services, Field and Forge Brewing as well. Thank you to all our great sponsors for Mountainview Mavericks Lacrosse here on our YouTube channel. Meanwhile, it's the Rampage in possession, looking for Tisdale, obviously, at the top of the arc. They can't quite make that connect. Now will fire one on. Swan didn't see that one, but it ricochets off the back wall and all the way out. 4-on-4 lacrosse here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. About 12 more seconds worth of it. And here are the Mavericks, who are in possession. They'll look to wind down as much time as they possibly can. About to go short-handed here for about a minute and a half. Rampage player out there on the power play. Second opportunity on the man advantage of the evening here for the Rampage. But meanwhile, it's the Mavericks doing a heck of a job, taking as much time off of that as possible. And eventually they will dig it out, will the Rampage. Great work there up the floor. By number 20, I believe that was Ryder Istis. Dawson, help me out there.
William Steele, I think, wrecked that ball there.
Did a great job down there. Killing as much time as he could, but now the Rampage will set up in possession. 55 seconds of power play. Ball is down below, now up top. Backdoor play, that one was drawn up, but Swan saw it coming all the way. A great save there from the Mavs goaltender. Here come the Mavericks. Harnick now in transition. 40 seconds of power play time remaining for the Rampage, but the Mavs have it. Harnick carries it all the way in. Now he goes back up top looking for Panchot, who bats it back home to ensure it stays in. Then Hildebrand picks it up. Luke Hildebrand weaves his way around the goal. 8 seconds on the shot clock. 20 on the power play. Hildebrand will let fire, and that one ricochets all the way back out. Mavs have to let the ball lie. Rampage will pick it up. Play resumes. Power play down to the last 8 seconds here. This will expire. The Mavericks have done well in the PK. Doswell's got a couple of goals. He's got the ball. Dishes off. Looking to set up some offense here, the Rampage and Doswell. Left-hand side, working their way around the arc. Up to Tisdale. Tisdale now lets one into the inside. Now a good shot on, and an excellent save once again by Alex Swan. Fights it off. Shots 9-9 now on the shot clock. 3-2 on the scoreboard. The Mavericks still up by 1. Here they come up the floor again. Gardner looking for it. Can't gather it. Rampage will first. They hit one up the floor. They too cannot connect on the pass. It's the Mavericks who get an opportunity again with Advinson. This time he will find his man. He's got Lodemeyer. Lodemeyer dishes off for Benko. Riley Benko. Panchad's got it. Panchad now for Baumung. Baumung now winds, doesn't quite fire, dishes off into the corner. Now back up top they come. Hildebrand dishes off again. Now back for Baumung. Baumung will shoot. And that's swallowed up. A good save there from the Rampage goaltender as we approach the 1 minute mark here of the first period. The Mavericks still up by 1. Here come the Rampage. Waiting their way to get over center. Now we'll look to set up some offense here as we approach the 50-second mark. 12 seconds on the shot clock here for Red Deer. They've got to act fast. Here it is as they move their way into the inside. A shot on. A save made, I believe, by Swan or possibly the post there. And meanwhile, a battle for it. Both sides digging away. It's going to be the Mavericks who come up with it first. Kai Klass takes it into the offensive zone. 30 on the score clock, 20 on the shot clock here for the Mavs. They'll have to be quick with it. Panchad's got it now. Panchad. Into the corner he goes, back up top. Here's Riley Benko who lets fire. A good shoulder save. The rebound is there for both sides to dig away. And Benko, the first one to it. The buzzer sounds for the shot clock. It's a turnover. Here's a chance for Red Deer. 9 seconds here in the first. One last gasp. Up the floor they come. Lodemeyer, last man back, gets it over for Tisdale over the shoulder. What an excellent opportunity there. Real creative lacrosse. And the buzzer sounds as that was an excellent first period of play here between the Mountainview Mavericks and the Red Deer Rampage. Wow. Action on both sides of the floor. Goals galore as well. Dawson, just take us through that opening 20 minutes. What did you like from the Mavericks play?
I love their power play so far. I mean, just simple mistakes, but we're going to keep it easy, hopefully, throughout, and just continue to bury it. On top of that, besides the fight, I think the discipline came pretty good between Swan getting ran at and bodies and late checks and slashes. I think they played a composed game. And then on top of that, I think these younger guys are realizing the Rampage when they come to play. they come to play. So I think they're going to step up here in the second period for sure.
Certainly, and it just seemed like there's a lot of emotion out there for this game. That's, of course, what you love to see. But if you're the Mavericks, what do you want to see more from that emotion? You kind of want to channel that, and how can you best display that when you're out there on the floor?
I think you just give your best 30 seconds, and after that, I think if you can't get a change, you got to give another best 30 seconds, and honestly, you just got to have pride for that uniform in front of you.
And that's what tonight is all about, of course, in the big rivalry game, and it's been a great one so far here at the Innisfail Twin Arena. 3-2, courtesy of a Luke Hildebrand natural hat trick there in the opening frame. We'll bring you the final 40 minutes. My name is Baron Van Klooster. Dawson Mailer ringside with me tonight, and we'll be back in about 8 minutes' time here on the Mavericks YouTube channel.
Mute on.
Got the slideshow on?
Not working? Oh, now we're working, says my technical guy here, Gabe Bouchard. It sounds like we're back on the air here, Dawson. My name is Barrett Ankluster, and we are happy to be alongside with you here on the Mountainview Mavericks YouTube channel. It's been an interesting game thus far between the Red Deer Rampage and your Mountainview Mavericks. Dawson, take us through the first period. Your biggest surprise was in goal with the starting goaltender for the Rampage.
Yeah, not that he's not a starter, because he could start on many teams, but you got a Founders winning goaltender backing him up tonight. I just don't know if that's an edge or a poke at the other team in a sense, but in a way, I don't know if it's going to work out for the Rampage. And of course, Luke Hildebrand coming out firing on all cylinders. That was a great surprise for us in a sense.
Well, it was very impressive. That's what it was, that's for sure. Tell us about Hildebrand a little bit. Where did he play his winter ball, and what's expected of him on this Mavericks team?
He runs the offense down at Emmanuel College. I actually, unfortunately, had a room with him for 9 months, so I know a lot about the guy. He plays offense, and he's a leader, and to be honest with you, he's the most trusted man with the ball. Anytime I get the ball, if I throw it in his direction, I know he's getting it, and he just leads that offense down there. He's a righty attackman, but can shoot left. I'm not going to praise him too much on that, but I'll give it to him for now.
Kind of going to be interesting to see what the offense looks like with Hayden Sutherland out there as well. A couple of weapons, obviously, on the offensive side of the ball. But as we saw in that first period, we lost Hayden Sutherland. And is he back yet out there with the team? Or not sure if I've seen him yet.
No, it looks like they've given him the gate there in the corner. He's got his polo and his dress pants on, so he's a spectator for the rest of the evening. And I also had that curious wonder if the Hildebrand and Sutherland show were going to collide tonight.
Well, we won't get an opportunity to see it tonight. We might have to wait till Mother's Day, but for now it's the Red Deer Rampage who pick up the ball. They're away to the races first now, as they've got possession as well. They'll work their way up with it. Into the offensive zone they come now, setting things up. Doswell's got it, dishes off, sets up the screen. Now a shot from the right side. Takes a ricochet, goes wide. It's Red Deer who's on it first. They gather the ball. Up they come, a shot on. Swan's got it, looking for it behind him though as Admison comes to his aid. Now we'll come away with it. Here come the Mavericks. Admison has it, fakes the shot, now fires low. A good save made. Here's Benko. Now Ballmont. Wearing the wrong jersey tonight, says Dawson. Post from 27, he's 17 tonight.
Yeah, at least it's somewhat similar, but yeah, I guess it didn't make it back from the dryer and wash.
Didn't get that one washed on time is what it looks like. Meanwhile, his shot ends up ricocheting off the back wall and all the way back in the Mavericks' end. So here's Red Deer who will pick up the ball on the left wing side. And he's got it first with Saint-Germain. Germain gets it across. Tisdale. Back over he comes. Now a fire on. That's a good save by Swan. Had to be sharp there and makes the glove save. Here come the Mavericks now. Look at their mosey their way over the line. A quick up now, and here's a good opportunity for Avery Week, whose pass just gets away from his man. Ball squirts into the corner where it's gathered by the Mavericks. Here's Luke Hildebrand over for Penchad. Penchad now the right-hand side of things. Here's Benko. Sees his man fall, so he likes to fire one on. It's blocked before it gets there. Now the Mavericks have it again with Steele, who fires one wide. Rampage will turn it over. They've got possession. Now working their way up. That's an outman mantle by Liam Steele. Couldn't body his man off the ball. Now the Rampage will dish off, and it's the top man on offense in Isaac Tisdale. Tisdale has it behind the shoulder pass. Now a down low opportunity. Backdoor setup play. Swan's looking for it, but he's kept it out. Tisdale picks it up again. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Doswell has it. Doswell has to shoot. He can't do it on time. Lets one fire after the buzzer. Won't stand, and the Mavericks will pick up the ball. Here come the Mavericks up the floor with Riley Lodemeyer. Lodemeyer will dish off. He needs a change. Panchon's got it. Down low now, right-hand side. I believe this is Riley Benko. Over he comes. Luke Hildebrand. 3 goals already tonight. Gives it over. There's a shot from Penchant. Rebound comes all the way through the center of the arena, and now it's picked up by Red Deer. Away to the races they come. Good little bit of action here from the Rampage, who tried to get the one-touch pass across. They couldn't connect there, and good shovel pass by Edmondson. That one ends up out of play. Dawson, what happened on that one?
Yeah, he one-hand scoop past it, tried to make it the distance, and he hooked it up and just caught that middle speaker.
Looks like, yeah, he hit the speaker or something there. Meanwhile, Doswell's got it for Red Deer. He's also got a couple of goals tonight. Don't forget, here it comes, top of the arc, dishes off, right-hand side. Now Tisdale escapes his man, fires one on. A low shot meant to fool Swan, but keeps it out. Did get a piece of it, though, so Red Deer stays in possession. And keeping with it, here they come. A nice shot again, and Swan fights it off. Gathers the rebound as well. Shots now 12 apiece for both sides. Is in transition. Here's Grayson Ampison, 1-on-0, and he gets denied this time around. Goaltender got a piece of it. Mavericks will hold on to possession. Here's Liam Steele. Bomb on. Left side. That was Luke Hildebrand who shovels it forward. Bomong shot. A good one, but it's wide of the target. Gathered here by Red Deer. Red Deer, I beg your pardon. Nice heavy hit there from Ryder Bomong. Can't win possession back, though. Red Deer stays up with it. Battle for it now. Both sides digging away. And the Mavericks are going to get one here as Red Deer has their goaltender come to the bench. Extra attacker comes over. Power play starting a little prematurely here for the Rampage as they'll set up the offense. Tisdale now in possession, the captain for Red Deer. Let's fire, and Swan fights it off. Red Deer gets a clean shot. They'll have they do have a new shot clock. Now Tisdale's got it again. Down to the corner, looking to set up some offense here. Tisdale over for Ehrman. Now back over. Tisdale, his shot is blocked before it can get anywhere. Looking for another Rampage. They'll keep it alive here with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Doswell's got it. Down to 5 seconds. Doswell can't find a lane. Dishes off for Tisdale. Tisdale over the shoulder. Down low he goes, and the buzzer will sound, and the whistle will sound as well. We'll get the call. Mavericks about to go short-handed here as the Red Deer will head back to the power play for the 3rd time this evening.
Yeah, just a cross-check as the man's down on the floor. It's a dangerous play, so he gets called for it. But we're just going to go over some sponsors here. Platinum Fitness, Weidman Reality, Ing McKay Insurance, C&B Electric, and Bulldogs Driver Training, as well as Kerry Flaws Real Estate.
Thank you to all our great sponsors who help make Mountainview Mavericks lacrosse happen on our YouTube channel. Happy to have you alongside with us, I should say, as it's a Friday night affair between the Red Deer Rampage and your Mountainview Mavericks. Here's Ryder Istis, big Ryder Istis, who fights away from 3 Rampage players, only to get bodied off the ball around mid-floor. Now back the other way. Here come the Rampage setting up the offense. Forced to the outside, and now forced to set up now methodically is Justin St. Germain. Holds on to it, does Germain. Now eventually will dish off, gets it back. Germain down in the corner. Looking to set up the obvious man in 12. That's Tisdale. They're looking for him, but it's inside the crease area, so Red Deer turns it up. We'll have to watch the power play continue in the hands of the Mavericks. Here is Harnick, who takes it over half. Harnick sets up. He'll dish off for Liam Steele. Steele now on the left-hand side of things. Swims away from a collision. Now looking to fight his way through a couple of checks here. Real big battle down there for it. Heavy lacrosses. The Rampage win it away first. Off the floor they come. Here's an opportunity for St. Germain. This time it's his brother Josh. Josh will go off for the change. He'll wait for some extra men to come over the boards, including Tisdale. Now Isaac Tisdale's got it. He'll let fire. He misses the target. That one ricochets all the way back and into the sin bin of the Mavericks, so the Mavericks will have to wait. Red Deer gets the ball here. How does that work, Dawson? Red Deer lets it fly, and they're going to get it back there?
No, the Mavs are going to get the ball, but it's because it's an over and back.
Oh, there you go.
So regardless if it hits Swan or not, I believe it is an over and back call.
Mavericks have it with Benchon. He's below the Rampage goal right now, looking to set up the offense from Gretzky's office. Now carrying it out is Benchon. He's still got it. Now we'll let fly. This time his shot is wide of the target. Red Deer is there first. They'll pick up the ball first as well. Looks to set up the offense here. Red Deer makes the change. 14-13. The Mavericks have the shot advantage. They've also got the score advantage, 3-2. All the scoring came in the first period. Here's Isaac Tisdale, the leading scorer for Red Deer. Looks to make a nice move. A lacrosse-style move into the paint. Couldn't get that one to go. He's got it again, Tisdale. This time we'll let fly. Swan steers it aside. Back up the floor. Here come the Mavericks. Here's Hildebrand looking for 4. This time he misses. A rare miss from Luke Hildebrand.
Yeah, you really want to see him finish that, especially in the transition. The Mavs' transition is perfect so far, or just near perfect anyways.
Meanwhile, in transition themselves as the Rampage Dons will get an excellent opportunity. Meanwhile, ricochets over. Mavericks will have a chance as they're over half. Down low it comes. Here's Benko who scores.
That should have been a penalty on the Rampage, playing it over the line there. Mavs bench wasn't too happy. Sent the offensive players out, transition, moves it up. Benko cuts across and just buries that one. It's a great play. I mean, you would love to see the penalty, obviously, but we capitalized. We're not going to hold it to Logan Niemeyer by no means.
Well, it's heads-up broadcasting from up here, Dawson, no doubt about that. So a good bounce there for the Mavericks, who didn't get the call but do get the goal, of course, and that's all that matters at the end of the day. Mavericks enjoying a 4-2 lead here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. And back to work they go. Avery Week in the face-off dot. Now we've got a whistle. Mavericks ball. Kai Klaas. Down low he comes. Edmondson, a flying move. That's wide of the target. Mavericks relentless right now in the offensive zone. A little too much, however. That'll turn the ball up. Rampage got it. Off the floor they come. Now looking to set things up here. Tanner Park. Doswell's got it. Doswell looking to somehow get it back to where it came from. Now we'll feather one into the slot area. Now battling away are the Mavs, and they've turned it up. Here they come up the floor. Racing away is Ertmund. Easton Ertmund stands his man up, goes flying in, gets a shot on. Easton Ertmund, that was a size battle that he was not going to win on paper, but he does out there on the floor.
Yeah, it's a great hustle by the kid, and he's always given like everything he's got in that transition game and on defense, and he just stands up number 9 there on the Rampage. And I don't know if I had money on that. I'd say number 9 should have won that hit.
Well, it certainly did look that way. Just sizing the two up, you thought that the young Mavericks player was going to get the worst of it, but that's some good spirit shown by the Mavs, who have fought back in this game, I would argue. After momentum had changed hands a couple of times, you felt Red Deer pushing back, but now a 4-2 lead here for the Mavs in full control, Dawson.
Yeah, it looks to see that the Rampage are on the PK now after a hit from behind or a cross check. I couldn't get the total call from the ref, but regardless, it happened on that huge hustle play by Easton Ertmund.
Approaching the midway part of tonight's game, 4-2, the Mavericks lead, and they're on the power play again. They've got a power play goal already in this contest. Luke Hildebrand's got 3 goals, and he's got possession. And Chad now, back to Hildebrand. It's Steele who's got it now, but we've got a whistle out front, and the Mavericks are going to turn the ball up.
Just a loose ball push by Ryder Bowman, sorry. So that's a Rampage ball.
Overcome the Rampage, but immediately swamped by 4 Mavericks players, and they cough it up. Liam Steele's got it. We've got a whistle here, however. What's the call now?
It's either a goalie water break for each goalie, or it's a issue with his mask, and by the looks of him looking at it, it might be the mask. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Swan has a little bit of issues here with his goaltending equipment as it looks. Just taking a look at that. Talk about Alex Swan here a little bit, would you, Dawson? I know this was a big pickup over the offseason, a big draft pick entry here for the Mavericks, and there's a lot of, optimism around this Mavericks goaltender.
Yeah, I mean, a huge pickup. We had both goalies, one age out, and I believe one went to work. I believe he was done playing lacrosse, so no goalie on this stat sheet going into this year. Huge pickup, super young, and he's playing on top of his head. And I've been looking for him to steal a couple of games, and I think he stole one or a point against the Crew, and then stole one against the Rebels last week. So, I mean, you're looking at a next Carson Wells in a sense where he's going to steal games left, right, and center for this Maverick team.
Oh, that's exactly what the Mavs organization has hoped for, and as you say, they've had some great goaltenders come through over the last, 3-4 years or so now.
Oh, absolutely, and unfortunately they couldn't come back, so, I mean, Alex Swan has just played that role perfect.
Benko inside for Baumung, who scores. Reiner Baumung, he's on the board, and the Mavericks are up 5-2.
That's another power play goal here for the Mavs. I don't believe they are perfect. So they might be perfect on the power play, but regardless of the fact, just a quick pass up top, dishes it inside to Bowman, and Bowman finishes stick side high on Doswell down there. And I don't know if the pass was intended for Bowman because he caught it and looked scared as if he was questioning why it's in his stick, but nonetheless, he did bury that.
That's a great goal nonetheless for Ryder Baumung. He'll get that one account, whether it's in his jersey or not. It's one that'll stand on the stat sheet for him. Ryder is digging in. He loses this draw, so the Rampage have an opportunity to answer right back as we approach the 10-minute mark. Battle for it. Adamson wins it away. Now he's poked it forward for Luke Hildebrand. Hildebrand now, left wing side. He's horse-collared there of sorts, so we'll have another call holding against the Rampage and another opportunity for this deadly Mavericks power play.
Yeah, looking to see Luke Hildebrand get another one on the board. Obviously, he's not the lone scorer now, but honestly, anybody on this Maverick offense can get one here, and it's going to be what you call a downhill roll for the Rampage if they're just going to keep taking these penalties.
2 power play goals already tonight for the Mavericks. This is their 4th opportunity now. So, Baumung will start off with it. Just got that power play goal. Fresh 2 minutes to work with here. Benko is cross for Baumung. Benko's got it again. Benko now, Baumung. Across. That's Luke Hildebrand down low. Bit of a jump move there, attempted by the Mavericks. Couldn't get that one cleanly for Steele. Now they'll look to set it up again with Benko. Hildebrand, down low they go, and that's a beautiful goal. Liam Steele, the Mavericks blow it open. It's now 6-2.
Yeah, that's a set play they've been working on here. It's just looked like the one from before in the first period where Hildebrand comes across and shoots, but instead that draws that defender slide, leaves Steele down low empty. And he just makes a quick dish, and Steele makes him pay for it. And another power play goal. This is looking where I said, where the Rampage, if they keep taking the penalties, this is just going to be a Maverick game.
Wow, that's what you said right off the instance, and that's how it's kind of folded out so far as well. The Mavericks taking advantage of the man advantage. They've got 3 power play goals now on 4 attempts. Not bad at all for a night's work.
Well, you can't be too mad at that power play.
Not at all. Meanwhile, it's the Rampage looking transition. They can't do so cleanly. And you feel some frustration here on the Red Deer bench as well. Down 4 goals here against their arch rivals in Innisfail, the Mountainview Mavericks. It's Ryder Baumung who's got it. He'll dish off for Kind Class. Class now. Sets up. Top of the arc, it is going to be Atherton who takes it. Ooh, a heavy hit there. He gets right back up. He certainly took a pop there. Meanwhile, it's the Rampage who have it with Isaac Tisdale. Carries into the right-hand side. Looks to send up here, does Tisdale. Shakes off a couple of men. Now will eventually dish off. Looks to move his way around. Tanner Harpin, now it's over. Rampage have it, top of the arc. They let fly, and that one is wide. Good chance there. They keep it alive. Doswell down low. Looking to set something up here. Swan can't quite find it. Gathered here by the Rampage in collision, but we've got a delayed call coming up, and it's going to be the Mavericks this time going shorthanded.
Yeah, it's just Pinshaw with a hold here. I believe 2 minutes. I don't think there's really a 4-minute hold, but nonetheless, he caught Tanner Park cutting through the house there and just held on to him for the ride.
Parks had a couple of dangerous looking opportunities all right, and that time Mavericks looking to slow him down a little bit too much on him, and be a power play coming up here for the Rampage. Yet to score on the man advantage tonight. This will be the 4th opportunity.
Yeah, you're really looking to see them cut off that left-hand side. They're pretty dangerous there with Tisdale and Couchman. As well as the right-hand side. You really don't have a guy that you can leave alone there.
There is Doswell. He's got a couple already. Let's fly. That was a sharp-looking shot. Swan, not one but two saves in tight. Now they set up the power play once again with Doswell. Top of the arc. Now dishes off for Tisdale. Tisdale lets a low shot fly. That one is wide in transition. Here's a chance for the Mavericks. Drake May. May stops up right-hand side. Will carry it down low. Looks to set up the offense. Drake May fights off a couple of whacks. He's still got it there, though. Ranking as much time as he possibly can. Red Deer all but allowing this power play to go by the wayside. We'll just let the Mavericks hold on to it as long as possible. May wants a new shot clock, and he almost gets one there. Just loses the ball at the last second. Now down to the last 1 second of the shot clock, and the Mavericks will run out of time. Great killing there for May.
Yeah, you'd love to see him get that shot, but that's the full 30 kill, and you can't ask for more.
Just 44 seconds to work with now for the Rampage, who move their way up. Doswell's got it. Doswell, nifty pass over, lets one fly. That was Harpin. Now they're looking for it all over the place. The Mavericks find it first. Mavs pull up. A little bit of nifty work there from Harnick. Now he moves it forward. Some excellent work there from Harnick. Still doing a good job against the boards, and gets the turnover as well. That'll allow the offense to head on over.
I believe you call that dumping it deep and getting after it in hockey.
That's an excellent move towards the paint area as well, as that was Harnick jumping in. And I believe that one stood on the liner against the post there. A dangerous looking chance. Up the floor now. Here comes Red Deer. Looking to answer back here. They're down 6-2. Firing one on. I believe Swan got a piece of that one, and it's going to be the Rampage who hang on to possession. Red Deer's got it. Left-hand side. Feathering one in. That one got away from everyone, including the goaltender Swan. Gathered here, Tisdale. Tisdale across you go. Doswell looking for it. Doswell now again going across. This time the Rampage can't get that pass to go. Battle for it here. Both sides pushing and shoving. Mavericks come away with it. They're in the offensive zone. Ignore the buzzer. Abison will. He'll fire. This one is blocked aside. A nice save made. It's Red Deer who picks up the ball. Over the line and looking to set up a little bit of offense here. Couchman pulls away from the whack of his man. Loses his stick there. Now Couchman has a little bit of real estate to work with. Dishes off. Doswell now. Doswell on the top of the arc will dish off for Couchman, who lets fly. That one is wide of the target and ends up out of play. Mavericks ball. Here come the Mavs. Setting up the offense now with Luke Hildebrand. Natural hat trick in the first period. Sends it into the corner. Penchant. Hildebrand. Hildebrand now. Less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. Spins away. Hooked up there momentarily. Hildebrand goes down low looking for Gardner. They couldn't connect on that play.
That was a great look by Hildebrand. He had the shot, dished it for the cross crease. Hopefully catching that goalie going east to west, but Gardner didn't get a handle.
Less than 5 minutes to play here in the second period. The Mavericks up 6-2. It's Red Deer looking to feather one in. 3 unanswered goals in the second period by the Mavericks to put them up by 4. It's Tisdale looking for the backdoor pass. That one gets away from his man, but it's gathered here by Doswell, who's stripped. Avery Week does a good job of getting the ball back. Now we'll headman the ball as well. Looking for Advinson. Left-hand side. Digs up the ball out of the corner. Advinson. Nice fake move. Buys himself some time and some space for Hildebrand. Back to Advinson. Nice save made. Excellent looking opportunity there, but the ball is turned up. The Rampage will be away to the races now. Looking to set up a little bit of offense here. As over the boards comes Isaac Tisdale. He's got it. Right-hand side. Runs into a little bit of a wall there in the form of Luke Hildebrand. Now we'll have to turn up, play some defense. Riley Lodemeyer making things harder. Now firing one on the Rampage. That one Gets a piece of Swan. Now down low they go. Fresh new shot clock, but it's turned up quickly. The Mavericks have it. Mavericks trying to exit. That was a Hildebrand pass that got batted away. Rampage thought they should have had the ball there as the Mavericks trying to exit and ends up in the rafters. Now the Rampage will have possession. 3:42 remaining in the second. Rampage setting up now offensive zone. Down low they go. Doswell can't hang on. Looking for it as well. Battle for it now as Tanner Park is down there. Mavericks looking for it. Looks like they're going to win this one out first. Picking it up now is Riley Baumung. Maybe that's Kai Klaas under some distress. Now it's the Rampage who pick up the ball with Saint-Germain. Justin Saint-Germain, he's got it. Good pass across. Here's Isaac Tisdale who lets fly, and that one is denied. Some frustration there by the captain of the Rampage. Back the other way. Now it is Benko looking for it in response. He can't quite transition quickly enough or cleanly enough as he would have hoped. And here's an opportunity now for the Rampage. Dishing off. Looking to set something up here in the offensive zone. It's Graham Simpson. Over across. Park now down low. Doswell. Doswell now left-hand side. Runs into a bit of a situation there as the Mavericks turn it up with Riley Lodemeyer. Here comes Lodemeyer. Weaving his way up the floor. Dishes off now. Hits a man before it could get to Drake May. Mavericks will find it out of the corner now. Still a late change here, but we'll get some offensive personnel out there. Here's Drake Gardner. Gardner turns away from his man. Baumung, left-hand side. It's Drake May. May back inside. He comes. A bank shot. Almost fooled the goaltender. Gardner was looking for it. Couldn't get to it on time. It's returned up. Here is the Rampage in possession. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the second. 3-goal outburst from the Mavericks has them up 6-2. Rampage have it with Tisdale. Tisdale back over. Now Saint-Germain back over for Tisdale. Tisdale now turns away from his man. Right-hand side. Looking to set something up. Oh, Mavericks. Advison gets hooked up with his player there. Looks like the sticks got intertwined. And is that going to draw a hooking call here?
It is, because he has those hooks on the end of his stick, and they're illegal when it comes to the NCAA play, but in indoor lacrosse they are allowed, and that's the benefit. You get to clamp somebody, but at the same time you could get called for the hooking. So it's a win-loss, and that time it lost for a Mudson.
How does that work? Why would they have hooks on the stick like that? Why would certain players like to have that in on?
It's just like when you make a slash, you can hook into their elbow pad and like rip their hand down. Just allows that stick to really grip and force them down. But in that case, it looked like it hooked on a shoulder pad or something like that, and it didn't benefit the Mavs.
There's a shot right away on the man advantage for the Rampage. That one won't quite connect. Back the other way now. Here's Brendan Harnack. Trying to track that ball down. Just would not settle down for him, so couldn't get to it on time. This is the 5th power play of the evening now for the Rampage, who have yet to find the back of the net. Right wing side, they'll set things up now on the offensive side. Doswell fires it home and he scores. Hat-trick for Doswell, and the Rampage have life.
That's another good look. Finally getting on the power play. As he points out again that he's scored. I was going to do the commentator's curse and say the Mavs power play has been decent, and not that they haven't been, but Rampage finally found the back of the net in the second quarter, and it comes on a power play. Doswell again with the hat trick. He's leading that offense. It doesn't look like Tisdale's leading the squad here tonight.
No, certainly not. That is definitely how things have shaken out tonight so far. Doswell's all over it and making a statement here. As the Rampage right off that face-off have picked it up, they're back at it. Less than a minute to play here in the second period. The Rampage with life and looking to get one more back before the intermission. Tisdale back over. Now it's in possession of Couchman. Down low, he'll go Tisdale. Tisdale now still has it, works his way in. Takes a big check. Had a good shot on as well. Didn't quite get towards the target though, so less than 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Gonna have to get one off. Here's Doswell who fires one on. It's saved by Swan right at the buzzer. Swan has a quick chance to transition. That's a good pass up the floor. Admison just couldn't find it. Now it's Tisdale who have one last gasp. Less than 10 seconds to go here in the second. Isaac Tisdale stops up, fakes the shot, fakes it twice, now fires, and Swan makes the save. And that will do it for the second period here at the Innisfail Twin Arena. Some good action once again. 3 straight goals from the Mavericks. The Rampage do get one back, and it's a 6-3 game here as we're live on the Mountainview Mavericks YouTube channel. Dawson, take us through that opening 40 minutes. Lots of action, little less scoring in that second frame, but the Mavericks do have a bit of a lead now.
Yeah, it's been fast-paced the whole time, and some mistakes making their way in the transition. Obviously, you want to clean that up for both teams. Power play, Mavericks, been deadly. I mean, they've had one fault and capitalized every time since, and that comes from Luke Hildebrandt, either getting an assist or a goal or whoever. It starts with him. And Hayden Sutherland didn't make too much of an impact, but I can't wait to see what those two do on a power play on Sunday. Nonetheless, Rampage do find the back of the net in the power play. I think they're 1 for 5 here now. Comes from Doswell, lone goal scorer on that team. It's quiet on the offense side. Nonetheless, I think that's huge for them. Going in there, they finally have a little bit of momentum. Still down 3, but they're going in on a positive note rather than a shutout, essentially.
Well, it's shaping up to be a fantastic third period, that's for sure, between the Red Deer Rampage and the Mountainview Mavericks. It was a great second, good first as well. We've seen it all. We've had a fight, we've had power play goals, we've had skill on display, and certainly some good spirited affair between the Red Deer Rampage and the Mountainview Mavericks. It's currently Mavericks up 6-3. We'll take a pause for a second intermission. Back with the third on the Mountainview Mavericks YouTube channel.
Mute on. Mute off.
Alrighty then, welcome back inside the Innisfil Twin Arena, where we're getting set for the third period of play between the Mountainview Mavericks and the Red Deer Rampage. It's been a thrilling 40 minutes thus far. It's got us to a 6-3 game here. It's Baron Van Kloostrom ringside today, joined by Dawson Mailer, former member of the Mountainview Mavericks. And Dawson, always an extra importance to these games. It's a divisional matchup tonight at the Innisfil Twin Arena.
Yeah, absolutely. They're
The battery is too low.
looking for a hard 20 minutes here. You really want to win this one out, especially if you're Mav, because it's all bragging rights, and then on top of that, everyone in the division is going to see this.
It is time for the third period of play here between the Mavericks and the Red Deer Rampage. Everyone's on their feet here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. That's what you love to see. We quickly want to thank a few of our sponsors here tonight as well, including Triple Point Chemical Incorporation, TNT Customs, Daventa Energy Solutions, Wellworks Energy Services, Pure Chem Chemicals, System Group Construction Service, and Field and Forest Brewing. Thank you all, and they bring you this third period of play here on the Mavericks YouTube channel. Here's Grayson Edmondson. Dishes into the middle. He's looking for Hildebrand. This one's going to make it over. Not quite. Hildebrand will keep it alive. Mavericks up 6-3 in this game. Here's Penchon. He's been all over it tonight. He's yet to hit the score sheet, though. Ryder Baumann. Down
The
low they go.
battery is too low. Please charge.
We just get some technical difficulties sorted out here. My speaker's saying, or my mixer's saying that the battery's too low. I don't even know how that's possible. It's plugged in, so we're going to ignore that. We're going to keep on focused on the play here at the Innisfil Twin Arena, where the Rampage have the ball. They're looking to whip things around. There's Tisdale. He can't quite find it. And now looking for it is Dawson. Down low they go. Rampage turned that one up, however, so here's a break now for the Mavs. Good
The
work by
battery
Kai
is too
Klaas. He
low.
fights off a
Please
collision there. We'll see if we can get this sorted out. Here come the Rampage over. Here's a good shot on, and that's Swan who denies it. Now it's Avery Week who looks for it. Week looking to dig that one out, but here's Isaac Tisdale in pursuit for an offensive possession. Can't quite find it, but does work the ball over. There's Tisdale, his big body down low, fought off a couple of Mavs, and now has one possession for the Rampage. Rampage start up with it now. They've got it in the offensive zone, whipping it around. Couchman all the way around. Antoshin down low. Couchman. Tisdale now. Tisdale doesn't quite have a lane. Finds Couchman down low. Immediately swarmed, and Swan will pick up the loose change, but we've got a call coming up. Dawson, what's going on?
2 minutes high stick, I believe. I don't think it's a 4 minute. He didn't extend his hands, but he did get up high on Couchman nonetheless. And I don't know if you noticed this, but it looks like Tisdale has brought out his backup stick. He's got a new stick in his hands. I don't know if he's looking to find the back of the net with that one now, but clearly the other one wasn't to go.
New piece of equipment, new piece of superstition, you might think, down there. We'll see if it works out for him. Here is the Rampage on the man advantage. This is now their 6th power play of the night. Have yet to score. Oh, they have had one, says Dawson. Well, they might have one then. Let's see what it is. Here on the man advantage they come. Here's Tisdale who tries to fire a low shot in. He couldn't quite make that one go. You are indeed correct. That was in the second period that they got that power play to goal. Here's another one, though. Beautiful setup and a beautiful goal from the Rampage. They answer back. They're crawling back into it, Dawson.
Yeah, just they start with up top there, moving the ball around, and then it's that east to west pass that's going to make the goalie jump across, but it's quick stick by Tanner Park, and it's a great pass by Couchman. Tanner Park with the finish, though.
Excellent looking opportunity there, and that has the Rampage back on the board. 7:14 to go, 17:14 to go here, and this game has got all the momentum towards Red Deer. 6-4 ball game. We've got a hurt Mavericks player right at the center of the floor right now, as that's Avery Week having troubles get himself on, but the Mavericks need to change. He'll get off, and the Mavericks have extra bodies on now with Luke Hildebrand. First period, natural hat trick. He's been quiet since then, though. Here's Baumung. Fires one on a hardy save made. Now here's Baumung once again, a fresh shot clock. Benko. Gardner. Let's fly. That one's denied. Battle for it now. Mavericks looking for it at the top end. Child will let fly. He's also denied. What happened on that instant? Looks like there was a lot of chaos out front.
Yeah, you just got Benko in the crease there in that initial shot, and that forces Doswell out of his crease, and then Pinshot picks up the rebound, buries it, but you can't score the man in the crease.
There's the Mavs with a beautiful interception. Drake May comes up with it. May now on the 2-on-1 for Edmondson. He is denied. I believe that hit the post. What a shot for Edmondson.
Yeah, that would have been a great bounce back for the Mavs after that power play goal by the Rampage, but Edmondson gets saved by the knob of Doswell's stick.
The battery is too low. Please charge.
Over they come. It is the Mavericks who've got it. Here's Gardner. Fights one off. Now Baumung down low for Steele. And Steele is denied. Red Deer looking to quickly outlet down two at 6-4. Mavericks come up with that one, though. It wasn't a clean pass. Here's Harnick, who comes up with a loose change. Harnick now hands it off.
The battery is too low. Please charge.
Away they come. Here's an excellent opportunity and a goal for the Mountainview Mavericks.
Yeah, that's Riley Benko with his second of the night, and that's a pass from Steely. That east-west pass I've been talking about all night, that's dangerous for attendee. You got to make a step across, and unfortunately Doswell doesn't make it, but Benko goes far side with it, and Doswell doesn't really have a chance with that one. I believe that's assisted by Liam Steele
The battery is
and
too
Pinshot,
low. Please
if I'm not
charge.
mistaken.
Well, nonetheless, it's an excellent opportunity. It's got the Mavericks back up in momentum, and that's exactly what they were looking for after giving a couple up. They're looking for more. It's 7-4. And the Mavericks still trying to get the ball back. They will have possession off that one. Riley Lodemeyer comes up with it. Lodemeyer now.
My
Dish off.
My apologies. That's a Liam Steele unassisted, or Benko assisted by Liam Steele.
The battery is too low. Please charge.
Single assist on that one there. Here come the Mavericks into the offensive zone. It's Ryder Baumung, who gets a rough ride as he goes towards the slot area. He gets bumped off. Now being picked up by the Rampage. Nice move into the inside, but Park trying to find Couchman. And that one gets away from him. Couchman then takes a heavy hit in the corner, but does come away with the ball. Now a centering pass out front, and that one just wide from Park. Good action here. Couple of chances from the Rampage. Here is Red Deer in possession. Isaac Tisdale's got it. Long pass across. That one connects. Looking to set up some offense here is Red Deer. Pressure put on. Doswell has to turn away from a couple of checks. Gets away from the pressure, though, and keeps the possession alive. Down low he goes, looking for Tisdale. Now back out to him. Tisdale still has it, looking to center. And that one eventually is broken up here by the Mavericks, who will look to transition. Mavs caught up here, 8 seconds, quickly approaching. They cough it up. It's turned over. But it might be an over and back. Yes, it is. It's called by the back official. Mavericks with a break there.
Yeah, Barkley just looked ahead there. He had a Mudson wide open on the crease, or not the crease, but on the transition. And then it was just an over and back by the Rampage. He's just stepped over just barely.
The shot from the Mavericks will ricochet off the back wall and all the way down, so that will stop play. Rampage going to touch up and we'll resume. It's Red Deer in possession. They work their way around, top of the arc now. Doswell down low, left hand side. It's Centerman. Centerman, nice move around his man. Low shot, denied by Alex Swan. Fought off into the corner now. Right hand side, they're looking for it. The Rampage have it. Tisdale. Couchman in a battle, loses this one out. Drake May's away. He's got a breakaway. Here's Drake May. He loses the handle on it just at the last second. May still has possession, though. He'll stop up, looking to take time off the board. Shot advantage is 28-27 for Red Deer. And Sean takes it towards goal. Now we'll get one towards the goal. And that one is swallowed up. A nice save made. Red Deer has it there over half. Looking to set things up now in the offensive zone. We're in for a good finish here. It's 6-4. The Mavericks have the advantage. It's Isaac Tisdale now in the offensive zone for Red Deer. Checked pretty well there by the Mavericks. Can't allow him through. Here's Couchman now who'll look for a lane. He too is put under pressure. Now lets the long shot fly. It's turned over. Brandon Harnick's away to the races on a breakaway, becoming a 2-on-0. Harnick denied. On the breakaway, he is stoned. And there's Admison looking for it. He trips up his man. And now we got some pushing and shoving. Nothing's going to avail. Here come the Rampage into the offensive zone. Looking to set things up now. Need a little bit of a breather here. They get their way in. Germain has it. Doswell now. Looks to Tanner Park, looks him off. Tisdale has it now. Isaac Tisdale. Let's fire. Swan with one save. Second opportunity coming and eventually swallowed up by the Mavericks. They've got it. Now in transition they come. Up the floor. Here's an opportunity for Ethan Hildebrand, who looks to try to make a play happen there. An excellent looking chance, but it's turned up. Here come the Rampage now.
The battery is too
you're looking
low.
for the Mavericks to use that full 30, but if you get an opportunity on fast break, you gotta capitalize. But it was the Hildebrand brothers making that play.
Doswell to the outside. He connects with Justin St. Germain. Couchman now. Looking for a lane, doesn't quite have one, fires one towards the slot area, gathered by Swan. Swan headmans up the floor. Here's Benko looking to connect over for Baumung. That one doesn't quite connect. Now battle for it. Digging away. Involved there is Panchon. He's pushed up against the Red Deer bench, takes a couple of high hits there as well. Now we'll draw a whistle. Red Deer will come away with the ball as a result. They work their way into the offensive zone. Approaching the final 10 minutes of play here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. Here the Rampage looking to set up the back door play for Tisdale. That one doesn't connect cleanly. Battle for it. Both sides looking for the ball. Harnick pokes away. He's off to the races once again. This time he'll pull up and wait for a change.
Yeah, you're hearing that settle call come from the Mavericks bench. They really want to use the full 30 here as they have a 3-goal lead here.
That's becoming a bit of a time battle now for the Rampage as much as it is a score battle. Foul there in the Rampage end. They'll get possession as a result of it. Putting pressure on there was Drake Gardner, but the Rampage will have an opportunity to set up now with Doswell.
The battery is too low. Please
Few goals
charge.
already in tonight's game. He's battling his way through it. Has two of the broadcasters up here. Here is Justin St. Germain. Gets it over. Isaac Tisdale. Tisdale turns away from a check. Now 2 checks. Now he's behind the goal in Gretzky's office. Looking to set something up is Tisdale, but not in time. And that's a turnover. Mavericks have it. Up the floor they come. Here's Panchon.
The battery is too
Takes
low.
a little bit of a
Please
whack
charge.
there, but we'll turn away from it. Now we'll set up the offense. Panchon into the corner. He throws it for Benko. That's Riley Benko who can get to that one. Now Benko will gather. Pass out for Luke Hildebrand. Hildebrand's got it. Hildebrand, big shot, takes it to the slot area, fires one on. That's denied. Red Deer with the save, but the Mavericks will keep possession. Mountainview's got it. Fresh 30 seconds to work with.
The battery is too low. Please charge.
Left-hand side, it's Liam Steele. Steele under distress there. Dishes out for Luke Hildebrand, who switches sides. Riley Benko lets fire. That one's saved. Rebound collected here by Red Deer. They'll work it up. Red Deer needs some offense, and they need it in a hurry here. We're less than 9 minutes to play now at the Innisfil Twin Arena. It's a 3-goal game, 7-4, the Mavericks lead. Over across they come.
The battery
it is a
low.
shot off from Park. The ricochet comes all the way back out. Saint-Germain hustles to get to it first. Now Couchman's got it. Couchman, he misses the target. No new shot clock as that hits the rafters. The Mavericks will have an opportunity. Distance leaves it now. Here comes Benko. To the other Benko, this time Riley. Riley will take it right wing side. Luke
The
Hildebrand
battery is too low.
connects.
Please
Penchon's
charge.
out there as well. Back to Benko. It comes to Steele now. Steele looking for Baumung. Fought that one off. Couldn't quite hold on to the pass. Now back the other way come the Rampage. Left-hand side looking to set up something here are the Rampage. They need some offense, as we say. The clock keeps on ticking, and it's only an advantage of the Mavericks. Here comes Doswell. Turns away from one man. Now runs into a second in Hildebrand, who puts out the brakes. Setting up the offense now. Tisdale back on over.
battery
Doswell
is
looking to
too
get a
low.
shot off. Gets a
Please
low one to
charge.
go. A skipper. That one is wide. Collision there as Donwell takes a banger. Now it's a battle from Admison trying to push it up. The Mavericks will win possession here. They'll get a quick change to go out of it as well as Jordy Benko takes it over. Benko dishes off for Penchon. Penchon now for Riley Benko. Left-hand side.
The battery
Now
is too
here
low.
come the Mavericks
Please
into the
charge.
center. And that's an excellent looking shot there for Benko, who misses the target, and that'll turn the ball over here. Opportunity for the Rampage to answer back. Nice little move there, and a nifty save made by Alex Swan, who hangs on to it. Mavericks will want to take as much time off the clock as they possibly can, of course. Here comes Brandon Harnick. In full control, he'll dish off for Riley Benko.
The battery is too low. Please charge.
Yeah, reaching this 5-minute mark, you're going to see the emotions get higher, but the game gets slower in a way for the Mavericks, and for the Rampage, they just got to keep firing on all cylinders.
Here come the Mavericks, looking for a little bit of insurance here. The shot is wide off the target, and that'll force a change. Penchon shot well wide. That'll result in the ball all the way back in the Mavericks' end. And here's an opportunity for the Rampage if they can take advantage and get the offense clicking here
The
quickly.
battery is too low. Please
We're
charge.
approaching 6 minutes to play here in the third with Isaac Tisdale in possession. Leading scorer coming in for the Rampage tonight. Oswald's got a couple, though. He's out there on this possession, but it's coughed up by Couchman, who quickly gets it back. Couchman gets it back for Park, who lets fly. Nice save by Swan. Swan now looks to hit Atkinson in transition. That one doesn't connect all the way. Will take more time off the clock, though. Rampage forced to start up with it.
The battery is too low. Please charge.
Left-hand side, Oswell. Handful of points already in tonight's game. Can he get another one for his side? This time he'll fire. It's denied by Swan. Nice swim move by Harnick to get away from one man. Now two. Harnick on a 2-on-1. Harnick finds Steele, who's denied. Liam Steele with a great-looking chance there. Now here come the Rampage back the other way. Shifty move. Up the floor they come. Looking to make a complete change here as Parker Sola will slow
The
things
battery
down.
is too
And
low.
we've got a whistle
Please
behind the
charge.
play, though. What's it going to be here, Dawson?
I believe it's a timeout by the Rampage, and they didn't use one in the first or the second, so they still have that one remaining, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. What do you think is the messaging here from the coaching staff? Craig Christensen to his crew down on the Mavericks bench. What do you think the overall word is?
I think it's just to slow it down. You're hearing it much from their bench when they get on that O side is slow it down, settle it. You got to control the pace here. You got to control the way the Rampage are going to play. And by
The
no means are
battery
you
is
taking a
too
penalty in
low.
these last
Please
5 minutes.
charge.
You can't give any tear of emotion back to the Rampage. And I think that's it. I think that's the go for the word.
You got to try to stay even keel in this one as long as you possibly can. Of course, still 5 minutes and 12 seconds of work to be done here for the Mavericks, who have done well through tonight's game, earned themselves a 7-4 lead, and really pulled the way since the second period, I would say, Dawson, where they came out with those 3 unanswered goals, kind of took a lead and haven't really
The
looked back
battery
since
is
then.
too low.
Yeah, I
Please
think that's
charge.
the turning point in this game. I mean, each team's evenly matched. Obviously, they're going to bring everything they can. But if you're going to miss that second period, that's going to be crucial, and the Rampage definitely missed the first 15 minutes of it.
Slow start for the Rampage, and that has them hurting in this game. They used the timeout to try to gather themselves, and now with 5 minutes and 12 seconds to work with, we'll need to find 3 goals to try to tie it back up, and of course an extra if they want to take home a victory here in regulation time.
Yeah, it looks to be the Rampage didn't use that too much of the timeout. They just used it as a breather. Looks like they got some guys sitting down, and they didn't really draw up any play by my looks.
Here we go. It's the Rampage who sets something up here in the offensive zone. Down low, it's Couchman who tries to get a sharp angle shot. That one is well wide of the target. Now Parks got it again for Couchman. Couchman now on the right-hand side. Couchman dishes off for Doswell. Can't hang on to that one. Turned up. Mavericks have it. Drake May looking to get over center. Good battle back by the Rampage Park, but that one eventually coughed up. Now Class will carry it over. Looks to slow things down here. Luke Hildebrand's got it. Less than 5 minutes to play here for the Innisfil Twin Arena. Hildebrand still in full control. Luke Hildebrand. Shimmy shakes. Avoids one check there. Now we'll fire one on, and that is a shot on target. That'll refresh the shot clock here. Mavericks looking for it. Penchaw's got it. Penchaw, couple of heavy collisions on him, but he works through it, and he still got it. In the offensive zone, dishes off for Benko. Benko fights off his check, gives it off for Hildebrand, who lets fly. That one's blocked before it could get there. Hildebrand recollects, looks to get towards the goal, fires one on. Fresh new shot clock again for the Mavericks. Benchaw digging away at it. Still a battle for it. Now we've got a whistle and a Mavericks ball.
This is a hard-fought Mavericks possession here now. This is going into the 90-second mark if they can control this full 30.
Less than 4 minutes to play here. The Mavericks doing work here, taking time off the clock. The rivalry game here in the Rocky Mountain Junior B Tier 1 Lacrosse League. And we've got another turnover, this time deflected, this time again a Mavericks possession. Balmung left side for Steele. Back out front they come. Here's Gardner. Gardner can't slip away from his man. Back out for Steele. Now for Balmung, who hits a piece of the goaltender. Mavericks stay in possession. Now we'll work towards the middle. Here's Admondson, gets a fresh new shot clock, but this time it is the Rampage who gather first, and the Rampage will look to pull the goaltender almost immediately. Now they do. Extra attacker is out there. 3 minutes exactly to play here at the Innisfil Twin Arena. Mavericks up by 3 goals. Rampage will need a quick one and then some if they want to get back into it. Here's Park. Couchman to Park. Left-hand side. Shaking things around. Here's Dosman who lets fire. That one is wide of the target. A battle for it now. Both teams whacking away, and it's turned up on the shot clock. Mavericks will have it. Racing to get back in there. The Rampage back to even strength. Mavericks in a battle now. Hildebrand has to shovel it forward. That's an over and back, though. That's going to result in a turnover, and now it's the Red Deer Rampage who have it. They pull their goaltender once again now. 2:15 to go as they set up the offense with Isaac Tisdale. He'll dish off for Park. Park now, Doswell. Doswell's got it. Doswell now back for Park. Looks for Tisdale, now back on over. Doswell with an excellent save made by Alex Swan. Beauty of a save here late. Now the Rampage once again set up the offense. Now a pass through the middle. That one's broken up. Not a clean execution there for Red Deer.
He's got to shoot this here.
Open net and they hit it. The Mavericks, they hit the open net and they're going to win this one. It is now 8-4 and they are in full control, are the Mountainview Mavericks.
Yeah, I love how he leisurely walked up and got that ball and still beat him to it. If I was a Rampage defender, I would not have let that ball being picked up. But nonetheless, an empty net finisher by Lodemeyer. And then I'm giving the assist to Swan because that was a great save by him, keeping this game shut off for the end of it anyways.
That was a real heads-up play by Swan. There's no doubt about that. The Mavericks, they're a minute and 40 seconds away from picking up their 3rd victory of the season. and winning their third game in a row as well. The Mavericks started out a little bit rough, of course, picking up a tie, picking up a loss here at home against the Silvertips, but 2 straight wins last weekend. They continue that momentum into tonight's game against their arch rivals, the Red Deer Rampage. And here's Edmonton looking for a little bit more offense in the offensive zone, but couldn't quite make that one connect. Where do you think this one turned in favor of the Mavericks here, Dawson?
Definitely that second period, but honestly, I'm going to give the shout-out to Luke Hildebrand. That first period, a hat trick, getting the momentum started, coming back out with that same energy in that second period, and then the Rampage, I don't know if they didn't show up until the 5-minute mark in that second period, but nonetheless, you got to show up for all 60 here, and I think that's where they lost it, not essentially Mavericks won it. It's been an evenly tight game throughout this whole game.
It's been a great divisional matchup here in the Central Division, of course. Rocky Mountain Lacrosse League, Junior B Tier 1. Alex Swan's got it. The Mavericks might need more than one possession to settle things here. Hildebrand, right-hand side. He's got a natural hat trick in the first period. Certainly his play has elevated his team tonight. Looking for a fourth, an excellent-looking shot. And this time he takes a high hit. His helmet takes the beating.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that call all night. He's been dropping that shoulder. I'm not necessarily giving it to him every time, just like these refs have, but that one was clean and obvious, and Rampage take a penalty in the last 25 seconds. I don't know if the Mavs just waited out or they put the nail in the coffin one more time.
Well, it'll be a real message sent if they do indeed elect to go for it here, and I think that's exactly what the messaging is going to be here. No mercy shown here against your arch rivals.
I might backtrack on you there a little bit. They got a lot of D guys out here that will rag that ball.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Well, you're the expert, Dawson, and as it shows, that's exactly what they're going to end up doing.
Just a clock mishap here. We need the clock to be started.
That's it. That's the game. Just like that. So they won't run it down. They'll just elect to call things out, and it's a final. And the Mountainview Mavericks pick up the third straight victory against their arch rivals to boot. 8-4 here at the Innisfail Twin Arena. It's been a doozy. Natural hat trick from Luke Hildebrand. Dawson, quickly before we wrap things out tonight, we're back at it on Sunday afternoon. A Mother's Day matinee. Should be a good one against Okotoks. What kind of matchup do you expect on Sunday?
I expect a hard one for the Mavericks here. I know we're on the win train here now, but the Marauders are a big test. Especially this early on in the season, you kind of want to match up with that type of team at the start. Get them at their worst. Hopefully you can get them at your best. But nonetheless, I'm thinking that's a Founders team. I've been checking the roster, checking the stat sheet. They got a good group of guys there, and they got some veterans in that lineup in a sense, as well as they've got some excellent young guys. So whether it's going to be the hardest fought game they have this season or whether they're going to walk out here and blow them out, who knows? Either way, I'm super excited to see the Marauders here.
And it should be a great game, that's for sure. There's going to be a lot of talent on display in that game. We are going to be here for it, of course, on the Mountainview Mavericks YouTube channel. We're happy to have you alongside with us tonight as well. We want to quickly thank a couple of our sponsors. We'll start with Triple Point Chemical Incorporation, TNT Customs, Deventa Energy Solutions, Wellworks Energy Services, Pure Chem Services, Systems Group's Construction Services, I beg your pardon, and Field and Forage Brewing, as well as some more that Dawson will read off for us.
I got Platinum Fitness, as well as Weedman Realty, Inc. McKay Insurance, C&B Electrician, Bulldog Driver Training, and I said this one flawless at the start, but Carey Flaws Real Estate. There we go. I got it for the second time.
Good.
And before we end it off here, I gave the 3 stars last time. Would you like the 3 stars this time?
No, I think the color guy ought to do that. You got the real feel for the game here as well.
He's looking at me now here. I got the 3rd star going to the Rampage there, number 4. He's the only guy that showed up on their offense mainly. And unfortunately, Tisdale, they couldn't get it done. I think we might have a new leading goal scorer on this Rampage. But my 2nd star got to go to Alex Swan here. He's been stellar all year, and he continues to display it. 32 shots, 4 goals against. I'm not asking for any more. I'm giving him the pat on the back. I'm definitely making sure his feet are rubbed at the end of this game because he stood on his head. And then for my 1st star, as they get the salute to the friends, I don't got a 1st star in total. I got the team playing together here. This is a huge character win. This is a big game for him, division rivalry. But notable mention, Luke Hildebrand's 1st game back, hat trick. great transition, and here we go. Now we got the words. We got the words between the teammates here in college. They're letting them have it.
That's what you love to see, though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
We'll say hello to the viewers at home here in Dawson. Thank you very much for joining us today in the Mountainview Mavericks press box. It was an honor to have you. It was a lot of fun, of course. It'll go down as a final. It's the Mountainview Mavericks who come away with the victory tonight, 8-4 over the Red Deer Rampage. We'll see you